Welcome viewers on G.Math Academy. So today we will discuss about again the mensuration. In the mensuration today the topic is volume. Volume of any object, and this information, this 3.5 I took from the book David Rayner. Okay, the volume mean any object, any prism which occupied the space is called the volume. So if you are sitting in a room, so in a room, whatever the space is occupied by that room, the covered area is called the volume of that object, of the room. We are given different type of the prisms, so we need to find according to that prism the volume of the given object. So it may possible you are given like cube, like cuboid, triangular prism, trapezium prism, trapezoid prism means so cylindrical. So any object you are given, so you should remember the formula. If you remember the formula, then you can easily understand how to find the volume. So here, as we are given trapezoid, and this prism we are given trapezium. So the volume formula, area of the base or area of the cross section times the length. If we extend, if we expand this trapezoid in this way, so it becomes the length. So it means in the volume we need to talk about the three D shapes. And before we done about the area means two dimension. We just talk about length, width. If we are given cube, if we are given triangle, base time height, half it, so area of the triangle, and so on. So it means two dimension. If we talk about only two dimension things, we talk about the area, but if we talk about three dimension, we talk about the volume. So a prism is an object with the same cross section throughout its length. Whatever the length, it is this cross section, all are the same thing. So it means the volume of this prism or any prism. So area of cross section, or you can say area of base, times the length. Sometimes you can say the height. It's the same thing. Either we can say the length or the height. In some object, you will say rather you say length, you will say the height of that object. So a cuboid is a prism whose six faces are all rectangles. A cube is a special case of cuboid in which all six faces are square. So it means in cuboid, so difference between cube and cuboid. All have six faces. But in cube, we have all six faces are squares, but in cuboid, it is rectangular. So this is only the difference between them, but otherwise, both are the same. Like for example, if we say this is 3D shape, this is a square, this is cube, which all sides are same. Its length, its width, some say breadth or width is the same thing. Whatever the name, doesn't matter. It means that whatever the shape you are given, you just multiply of them, length time width, and this is height. So all are the same. If this is A, it must be A, and this must be A. Okay, so there are 6 faces, so multiply them and then multiply by 6, so you will find the volume of the cube. But in cuboid, it's somehow a little bit, because it's rectangular faces, it has the rectangular faces, so that's why. So the length, width, and the height, if you multiply them, you find the volume of the cuboid. So this is the 3D shapes, and this is the cuboid, and this is cube. This is cube, and this is cuboid. Okay, so both have the 6 faces, but cube is a special case of cuboid. Okay, in which all sides are squares. So if we need to find the area, this is the area of the square. We know that length times length, both are the same, so it becomes a square. But if we multiply with the length of this, the extension of this throughout the cross section, so it becomes a square times becomes a cube. Okay, the same here. If this is length, this is height, this is width, so we can say length times width times height, so you find the volume of this cuboid, rectangular cuboid. Okay, now here we are given a cylinder. Okay, in this cylinder we know that this is we know this area of, as we talk about area of base. Now if this is the a circle, we know the area of circle is what? Pi r square. But if I extend this one, if I extend this cylindrical, so I can get, this is the length, or we can say this is the height of this cylinder. So area of the base or area of cross section, multiply its length, you will find the volume of the cylinder. So in this we are given, this is the r, we know the radius is from center to the circle is called the radius. Okay, so the radius is I, and the height of this cylinder, it becomes, it is h. Like the water bottle, as you have many type of the water bottle, like the tin, like Pepsi. uh, okay, so it has the round shape, so we can say they are the cylindrical shapes, and we can find the volume of them. So like 330 ml, so that is the volume of that cylinder. Okay, a cylinder is a prism whose cross section is a circle. So it means this cross section is circle. So if you extend this one, so at then till it is the same, so it means this is the length of that. So volume of the cylinder is area of the cross section, which is also we can say area of base times the length. So pi r square times the height. Pi r square times the height. Okay, we check the example here. We are given the example, calculate the height of the cylinder. We need to find the height of the cylinder, of the volume. So we are given the volume 500 cubic centimeter. So it means the unit for the area is centimeter square, or unit is square, but for the volume the unit is cube. So whatever the unit you are given, like centimeter, we say cubic centimeter. If we are given meter, we say cubic meter. If we are given liter, we say the liter, 1 liter equal 1000 cubic centimeter. So later we will talk about that. So it means either you can say meter, cubic meter, cubic kilometer, whatever the unit say that, so we can use it. So it is cubic meter. Okay, so normally it's a very big unit, so we use cubic meter or cubic centimeter. We know the formula, as we have here, the volume of the cylinder is volume of cylinder is equal pi r square times height. So we are given the volume here, so we just replace the volume here, and the base radius is 8 centimeter. Area of base, as we know that it is the base, so it means if we are given the cylinder, here, so this is area of base. We say this is the area of base, so which is equal pi r square, and this is the height of the cylinder. So this is the height of cylinder. So we are given the radius equal, which is r, which is 8 centimeter. and this is r equal 8 centimeter. So replace here to find the area of the base, and the height we need to find out. So as we are given the volume is 500, just replace volume by 500 as we given here. So r equal 8 centimeter, replace r by 8. Then these are multiply, simplify them. Multiplication transfer, it becomes division. So 500 divided by 3.142, which is the pi value, times 8 square equals 64. So we get the answer 2.49, which is three significant figures. The height of the cylinder is 2.49 centimeter. If we go for two significant, it becomes 2.5 centimeter, because this is height and it is only one dimension. So that's why it's a length, just it's a length. So that's why it is, if it is volume, so then we take the cube, but we are given the volume already, so we go for it only. So this is the height of the cylinder. Okay, now let's do some question from the exercise. So the questions are here. In the first question, we are given here, calculate the volume of these of the prisms. All lengths are in centimeter. All lengths are in centimeter. It means these length, whatever the given, all are in centimeter. Whatever the length, width, height, whatever you are given. So whatever you are given. So length is 5 centimeter, width is 3 centimeter, and the height of that cuboid is 2 centimeter. So these are all the lengths are in centimeter. So we need to find the only the volume for this question. So we had the formula for the cuboid at the beginning. I give you the volume. Cuboid equal length time width time height. We are given length is 5, and whatever the name you can say, the point is what we need to find the capacity of the given object. So 5 times 3 times 2, simplify them. 5 times 2, 5 times 3, it becomes 15. 15 times 2, it becomes 30. So 30, because as given in centimeter all the information, so I'm writing here cubic centimeter. So the volume of is cubic centimeter. Okay, in B, if you look at here, this is we are given the area of cross section, which is the trapezoid. So we need to apply the formula for the trapezium, and we know the volume area of the trapezoid volume. The formula, it becomes area of base times the height. Okay, times the height, or you can say the length. So area of base, what is this? This is the trapezoid. So we use the area of base is what? A plus B divided by 2 times the height of the trapezoid, and multiply all by length. So we know that A means base 1 and base 2. So these are the base of this trapezoid. So plus them, 4 plus 7 divided by 2 times the height of this trapezoid is 2, and the length of this trapezoid is 10. Simplify. So this is multiplication, this cancel. So 4 plus 7 equal 11 times 10. When you simplify, it becomes 110 cubic centimeter. So this is the volume of this trapezoid, this object. Okay. Now in C, we are given, if you look at this shape, this becomes a triangle. So it means in this is the triangular prism, and this is cuboid, and this is trapezoid prism. So this is the triangular prism. In triangular prism, we need to find the volume of this. So we know that the volume formula, again, I'm not repeating all the time, but you should remember area of cross section, you can say, or area of base. times the length, whatever, all the time. So what is the area of the base? Whatever the object shape is given. Here given the triangular, so we use the formula for the triangle. Here we are given the trapezoid, we use the formula for the trapezoid. And here if you look at here, this is also area of base. Length, this is for example length, and this is the width, or you can say this is the area of base. For example, this is the area of base times the length of this. The length of this is also, all the corners are same, whatever the corner here given, so all are the same here. So it means this is also 2. So multiply length and width, multiply them, length or height, whatever you say, multiply, you find this area. When you multiply this area by this length, which is normally we say here the height, or you can say the length, whatever you say, so it becomes the whole volume of this cuboid. So it means this is the area of the given rectangular object, and this is the length. Or you can say width and height, multiply, and then multiply by the length, you find the area. So here the prism is given, which is a triangular shape. We know the formula, area of base. Area of base is base times height divided by 2 times the length. Times the length. Now here simplify. We are given the base of this triangle, and this is because the rectangular vertical height, so that's why I use. If this is not a vertical height, we use the other formula. As you know, the area of the triangle, we know that a times b divided by 2 times the sine given angle, sine theta. So but if you are not given vertical height, but we are given vertical height, so that's why we use base times height divided by 2 times the length. So base is 9, height of this triangle is 3 divided by 2, then times this length, which is 7. So 9 times 3 equal 27. Then 27 times, okay, all are multiplied, so it means we can multiply directly. 9 times 3 times 7, so divided by 2, which becomes 94.5. So after simplify, the answer is 94.5 cubic centimeter, as we are given at the beginning all the lengths are in centimeter, so the volume it would be cubic centimeter. Okay, in D part, if we observe, this is the circle. It means the area of the base, area of the shape, the prism is the shape of the prism is the circular. So we are going to find the volume of this cylindrical shape, so it will become the cylindrical shape. So we know the formula for the area of base equal area of base times the length. So area base, what is the base of here? So it means we are given the base is this circle, so it means the pi r square. And what is the length? This is the length times length. So because if we know that this is the diameter at the line which pass through the center and touch 2 points of the circle is called the diameter. And because this is the diameter of the circle, but we need the radius of the circle, so we take the half of it. So radius, what becomes the radius equal d divided by 2, which is a divided by 2, which is 4. So radius of this object is this circle is 4, so just replace 4. So this is pi times 4 square times the length of this cylindrical shape is 15. So simplify, I'm taking the pi value here, shift the pi times 4 square times 15. So you will find 240 pi, but we need to find in decimals or 3 significant whatsoever. If mention 3 significant, go for 3 significant. If it does not mention, so leave as it is in 2 decimal places or 1 decimal place. But make a practice about 3 significant figure, because in exams normally they ask the question in 3 significant. Even they don't ask, we need to write the answer in 3 significant figures. So I'm writing all the values here: 753 753.982 2 and so on. Okay, so if I round it, so it becomes, because in three significant figures from here, if you see the next number 5 or more, we can increase next value, so it becomes 754 cubic centimeter. So this is the volume of this cylinder. Okay, the last part of the question number 1 on page 2, we are given again, it's somehow look like half of the cylinder. So we are given the diameter of this shape. So diameter, it means whatever the 6, and this is also the same thing. So radius becomes, because the d, this is equal d. So we know the d, if we divide d by 2, we can get the radius. So d is 6 divided by 2, it becomes the radius, which is 3. And this is the length of this cylinder, semi-cylinder. So what the formula becomes now here? So volume V equal, because the area of cross section means area of base, either you can say area of cross section, or you can say area of base, the same thing, or you can say area of base. So times the length. Okay, now the area of the base is pi r square, because it's cylindrical, but because the half of the cylinder, so divided by 2 times the height of, so the height, either you can say the height of this cylinder, which is h, or the length of the cylinder is this. So we are given r equal 3 square divided by 2 times the length of the cylinder is 20. Okay, just simplify it. After simplify, you will find the answer. So we are given, I'm taking shift pi button, we found here, times 3 square and times 20, which give us 180 pi. So the upper numbers, when multiplied, get 180 pi, but we need to divide because the half of the cylinder, so divided by 2. So it becomes 90 pi, but we need to write in 3 significance, so press S to D. So you find 282.784. So I'm writing here 282.7433 and so on. But I'm writing in 3 significant figures, so the volume equal 280, because the third number, and from here if I check the next number is 5 or more, so we can increase the number. So 283 cubic centimeter. So this is the volume of this semi-cylinder. Hope you will get the benefit from this sheet to find the volume of the different shapes. Okay, so this is the answers from the page number 2 from the worksheet. So hope you will get the answers. Thank you very much.